Welcome to Frank Bruno Law. Why would a person file a cross petition in a guardianship court? Guardianship, and the type I'm speaking about, is in Article 81 under the mental hygiene law. It's when one adult person seeks to be the guardian of another adult person. So say you have a parent that's suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, or a cognitive condition. One adult child files to be the guardian. Maybe there's a sibling that does not want that other sibling to be the guardian, and therefore there might be a cross petition. And then there's a couple of points of friction, because that sibling could say, well, first of all, in my scenario, the adult child is filing for the parent could say, I don't need a guardian, and I have sufficient mental capacity. I do not need a guardian. Or maybe they can't, right? I don't know the condition. It's a fictional story. The other point of friction is that your sibling, your brother, your sister, maybe child from another marriage. This person might come in and say, hey, I agree that our father or my father might need a guardian. However, that guardian shouldn't be you. I want to be the guardian. Let me knock out your petition and put in my petition. That's a cross petition. And then that person, there would be a battle of petitioners, and that would be done by witnesses and evidence and testimony. The first petitioner would have to demonstrate their case. They have to make a prima facie case. They have to demonstrate all the elements of a guardianship, why the person they're alleging to be incapacitated is in fact incapacitated. On this day, this occurred. On that day, this other fact pattern occurred. My parent went missing. My parent left the home. My parent, whatever the allegations are, whatever the circumstances are that caused the filing of the petition. And then that cross petitioner could say, hey, all of those dates are accurate, or I agree, or they're slightly different in this way, except that first petitioner should not be the petitioner. They could be the petitioner, but I don't want them to be the guardian. I would like to be. That's why you might do a cross petition in an Article 81 guardianship case.
The guardianship process, that a petitioner will file a petition alleging that a person is incapacitated. Now, and I discussed a little bit about the role of court evaluator and the report that has to be issued. Today, I'd like to speak about the actual court proceeding. The petitioner, the person that's alleging, that's stating to the court, making this request, making this application, is really saying, this person is incapacitated. I am alleging that this person is incapacitated based on a series of conditions, either an actual diagnosis or a physical condition. The person's in a coma, the person exhibits dementia, the person has some other ailment that renders them not physically incapacitated, but mentally incapacitated. And the burden on the one bringing the case is that they have to demonstrate that there's an incapacity. They do that by witness testimony, by the examination of the court evaluator, and possibly even an expert. So I recently had a case where one person filed a case and wanted to be the guardian of this person. And they're alleging that they have this incapacity. Well, in the very same case, another person filed a cross petition. That other person also wants to be the guardian. So sometimes a nursing home will bring a case, or a hospital will bring a case, and then a family member will bring a cross petition. Sometimes it's siblings or children or other relatives. I've seen cases where there's the second wife against the adult children. I've seen brothers fighting. I've seen sisters fighting. I've seen a brother against the sister. Right? Every permutation of family. So if there is a cross petition, the person that filed first would have the requirement of having to put their case on first. And then the cross petitioner would cross-examine those witnesses and put their own case on. And it may in fact be either a battle of experts as to whether or not a person has a certain condition, or it could be just based on fact witnesses. And it is a hearing. It is in front of a judge. There's no jury, but the judge is the trier of fact, and all the rules of evidence apply. So it's a little bit of a big thing. So if you would like to speak about your case or just your situation, perhaps to avoid a case, please reach out to me. Call Frank Bruno or take a look at my website, Frank Bruno Law. Thank you.